Names carry memory. They shape how we understand place, history, and identity. That's why claims about historical names matter, especially when those claims are used to support modern narratives. Recently, the name Tanasi has been presented by some groups as the original name of Tennessee. The claim is often repeated simply and confidently. But history, as it so often does, tells a more documented story. Tanasi, referred to in early records as Tennessee Town, was not the name of a state or a unified political territory. It was the name of a Cherokee town, one of several settlements located along the Little Tennessee River. Colonial records place the town there as early as the early 1700s. Early European observers were clear about this distinction. British trader and colonial official Henry Timberlake, whose 1762-1763 journey through Cherokee territory remains one of the most detailed first-hand accounts of the region. He described Tanasi as a distinct town among others, such as Chota and Tellico. Tanasi was but one town among the overhill Cherokee, Timberlake wrote, noting that it was never used by the Cherokee to describe a broader territory equivalent to what we now understand as a state. James Mooney, a historian and ethnographer with the Smithsonian Institution, documented that the name Tanasi referred specifically to the town site and its immediate surroundings. It did not describe a political entity encompassing all of present-day Tennessee. So how did Tanasi become Tennessee? The answer lies not in indigenous political naming, but in centuries of linguistic drift. English traders and mapmakers borrowed the town's name and gradually applied it first to the river, then to the surrounding region. Over generations of copied maps, spoken interpretations, and spelling variations, Tanasi slowly transformed into Tennessee. By the mid-18th century, British colonial documents referred to the Tennessee country, even though the land remained largely Cherokee territory. The name endured through the territorial period and was formally adopted in 1796 when Tennessee became the 16th state to join the Union. This process, a native place name being adopted, altered, and repurposed by colonial authorities, is not unique. It occurred across North America. However, the transformation of a name does not mean the original word carried the same political or territorial meaning later assigned to it. Presenting Tanasi as the original name of Tennessee without context collapses important differences between a Cherokee town, colonial reinterpretation, and modern statehood. It risks separating indigenous history from the specific communities and places to which it truly belonged. The town of Tanasi itself no longer exists. Its residents were among those forcibly removed during the Cherokee displacement of the 1830s. What remains is the name, altered by time, preserved in maps and memory, and a responsibility to represent its history honestly. Understanding Tanasi correctly does not diminish its importance. On the contrary, it restores it. Tanasi was a Cherokee place, a river town, and a meaningful part of the region's early history. One thread in a story far richer and more complex than modern reinterpretations often suggest.